Hello and welcome to Family Tree Sagas. We are excited to share the true tales from our own diverse family tree and to remind you that every family tree has its own incredible sagas. These narratives, richly painted with meticulous genealogical research and AI-enhanced creativity, celebrate the legacies that forge our identities. Explore the enchanting Sicilian sagas, uncover the depths of northern Mexico with the Allende Chronicles, and venture into the heart of dispatches from the disputed Texas territories. Each story is a piece of a much larger puzzle, just like the stories in your own tree. So, let's set sail on this journey of discovery together, celebrating the sagas that connect us all.
Sicilian Sagas, Sicily to San Antonio Chapter 8, Valledolmo's Heirloom, San Giuseppe's Bounty. In the heart of Valledolmo, as spring whispered promises of renewal, the town buzzed with preparations for the Festa di San Giuseppe. Homes opened their doors, and the scent of pasta con la sarde wafted through the streets, mingling with the sounds of laughter and music. As Fortunata walked through the sun-drenched streets of Valledolmo, her presence seemed to harmonize with the rhythm of the town. Born in 1843, she had blossomed into a teenaged girl whose every step mirrored the dance of light and shadow cast by the town's ancient buildings. There was a quiet grace in her movements, a reflection of Valledolmo's blend of past and present. In the streets where history whispered from every corner, Fortunata moved like a living bridge between eras. She carried the echoes of Sicily's rich past, yet in her eyes shone the promise of its future. Around her, the town unfolded in chiaroscuro contrasts, the old mingling with the new, tradition with quiet rebellion. Fortunata, a fresh bloom set against Valledolmo's time-worn backdrop, embodied the spirit of the land. There was an almost ethereal quality to her, as if she were a character stepped out from the town's layered tales, a living embodiment of resilience and discovery, her path illuminated by the whispers of history and the subtle magic of her native soil. At home, Fortunata, her eyes alight with excitement, helped her mother in the kitchen. They prepared a feast not just for their family but for the Virgineddi, unmarried individuals traditionally invited to partake in the communal meal as a gesture of gratitude and blessing. Carmelo, teasing as ever, remarked, "Fortunata, your cooking might just make those Virgineddi wish they'd stayed unmarried forever." Her spirited retort was lost in the laughter that followed. As the guests arrived, Fortunata's home transformed into a haven of warmth and joviality. The Virgineddi, a mix of young and old, were greeted with respect and affection. Fortunata observed her parents, noticing the subtle glances and gentle touches that spoke of their enduring love, a perfect mirror to the spirit of the day. The meal was a tapestry of flavors and stories. Each dish, a tribute to Saint Joseph, also held the history and heart of Valledolmo. Fortunata listened intently as the Virgineddi shared tales of their lives, their words a melody of struggles and hopes. As the evening unfolded, Fortunata found herself in deep conversation with an elderly Virginedda, whose stories of past festivals and the resilience of their town left a profound impression on her. She realized that these traditions were more than just celebrations, they were the threads that wove the community together, through good times and bad. Fortunata cherished the unwavering devotion between her mother and father. Her father, a man of adaptability, who had weathered personal storms and emerged with hope, and her mother, a nurturing figure, weaving wisdom and strength into the fabric of their family, were her guiding stars. She admired how they tackled adversity side by side, their disparate temperaments blending beautifully like the interwoven melodies of a saltarello dance. Fortunata would often pause to behold them conversing, her lively, outspoken mother able to draw out her father's subdued humor and wisdom with her wry wit. She marveled at their subtle communion, a glance or touch that said more than mere words between two souls entwined. Antonino Luigi, a man whose life was a testament to the enduring spirit of resilience and adaptability. Born in the early 19th century, Antonino began his journey as a humble shoemaker, crafting shoes that echoed the rhythm of village life. His hands, skilled and steady, were not just tools of his trade but symbols of his ability to shape his destiny. The passing of his first wife, Rosalia Margherita, was a storm that threatened to darken his world. Yet, like the resilient olive trees that dotted the Sicilian landscape, Antonino weathered this tempest, his spirit unbroken. In remarrying Maria Rosaria, he wove new threads of hope and continuity into the fabric of his life, showing a remarkable ability to embrace change and find strength in new beginnings. Fortunata, watching her father, learned the art of resilience from him. She saw in his life the embodiment of the Sicilian spirit, the ability to adapt, to embrace change, and to find strength in the face of adversity. Antonino's journey from a shoemaker to a family patriarch was a path marked by both loss and love, a path that shaped not only his destiny but also the character of his beloved daughter. Maria Rosaria was the matriarch whose influence shaped the very essence of her family. Her life, woven with threads of joy and tragedy, revealed her innate strength and wisdom. As the mother of Fortunata and her siblings, Maria Rosaria navigated the complexities of motherhood with a grace that belied the hardships she faced, particularly the poignant loss of 2 infants. In her, Fortunata found not just a mother but a guiding light, a wellspring of wisdom that flowed from experiences both bitter and sweet. Maria Rosaria's stories, steeped in the rich tapestry of Sicilian life, were lessons in resilience, love, and the power of family bonds. Fortunata, absorbing these tales and teachings, grew under her mother's nurturing hand, imbibing the virtues of patience, compassion, and the unspoken strength that comes from enduring and overcoming life's trials. Maria Rosaria's influence was a beacon for Fortunata, guiding her through the journey of life, instilling in her the values that would come to define her character. In the wisdom passed down from mother to daughter, Fortunata found the keys to navigating her own path, her mother's legacy living on through her own actions and beliefs. Fortunata had cherished the unwavering devotion between her mother and father. She had admired how they tackled adversity side by side, their disparate temperaments blending beautifully like the interwoven melodies of a saltarello dance. She often paused to behold them conversing, her lively, outspoken mother drawing out her father's subdued humor and wisdom with her wry wit. She marveled at their subtle communion, a glance or touch that spoke volumes between 2 entwined souls. She found inspiration in her parents' enduring romance, a port in storms of adversity, witnessing them dance playfully in their creaky kitchen. Her mother's laughter conjured joy amid lean times. In glimpses of their strolls along winding lanes, she spied true soulmates, braced to weather life's tempests hand in hand. Their quiet strength stirred her longing for a love of her own, one sustained by unshaken trust through fortunes fair and foul. Yet, her father's origins held subtle complexity, reflecting Sicily's intricate social weave. Originating from Alia, his family tree tapped different soil than Valledolmo's old rootstock. To some, Angelo Salatino remained subtly branded an outsider, never truly shedding the term newcomer, despite knowing no other home. This revealed the nuanced views on belonging in tight-knit villages where traditions ran blood deep. But in the Salatinos' hearth, these perceptions faded, their affection a testament to unity that defied antiquated bounds. Woven into Valledolmo's story through drives deeper than any claim staked solely on names and homeland. In a time when marriages were often confined within local communities, Antonino's parents were strangers to each other's lands, an uncommon occurrence for the era. His father Carmelo, who he named his son after, hailed from Musamelli, while his mother Sebastiana originated from Montemaggio. This union of 2 individuals from different Sicilian towns was a rarity, a blending of distinct regional cultures and traditions. It would prove to be telling. As Fortunata sat by the window, lost in her reverie, the rolling hills of Valledolmo stretching before her eyes, her thoughts danced between dreams and the tangible reality of her beloved town. The distant hills, bathed in the soft glow of the setting sun, whispered tales of the past and possibilities of the future, mirroring her own mix of longing and contentment. It was during these quiet moments of introspection that Fortunata often found herself most connected to the essence of her home and her own aspirations. Her mother's call, gentle yet firm, drew her back from the precipice of her daydreams. Fortunata, she beckoned, rising from her seat. Fortunata carried the weight of her thoughts with her as she moved to assist her mother. Their shared work in the familiar surroundings of their kitchen became a dance of routine and comfort, a rhythm that had defined so many aspects of their family life. As they worked side by side, the conversation naturally ebbed and flowed, weaving from the simple tasks at hand to the depths of their shared experiences and hopes. It was during these exchanges, amidst the clatter of dishes and the warmth of the kitchen, that Fortunata felt the pulse of her family's heart, each beat a story, a memory, a shared dream. It was amidst one such conversation that Fortunata's gaze shifted, catching sight of her father, Antonino, standing pensively by the window, his coffee forgotten, growing cold. The lines on his face, usually so animated and expressive, were etched with a deep contemplation. His distant gaze seemed to traverse beyond the boundaries of their home, reaching into the heart of Valledolmo and its entwined history. Sensing a shift in the room's atmosphere, Fortunata's mother's voice softened, a silent understanding passing between them as she nodded toward Antonino. Fortunata, following her mother's unspoken cue, approached her father with a blend of concern and curiosity. "Father, you're up early, and you look troubled. What's on your mind?" she asked, her voice a gentle bridge from their routine to the unspoken thoughts lingering in the air. As Antonino turned to face her, the story of Valledolmo, its past, present, and future, seemed to hang between them, an invisible tapestry connecting generations, hopes, and the enduring spirit of their land. Antonino let out a heavy sigh. I was reflecting on Donato's words yesterday about outsiders in Valledolmo. I was born here, same as you, yet some still see me as an outsider. My father hailed from Musamelli, and my mother was from Montemaggio before I was born here, Donato said. Valledolmo relies on its own, as if my diverse roots make me less devoted to this land. Fortunata took a seat across from him, her eyes earnest. Father, the narrow views of a few don't define us. Our love for Valledolmo, our actions, and our contributions to this town are what truly matter. Antonino's expression softened, a faint smile breaking through. You're right, Fortunata. Our diverse origins are a strength. They bring richness and variety to our community. The experiences and traditions my parents brought from Musamelli and Montemaggio have been woven into the fabric of this valley. He squeezed her hand gently. Remember, my child, to always look beyond the narrow-mindedness. Be proud of your heritage, and carry it with you as a badge of honor. With your open heart and resilient spirit, you'll find that no place is truly foreign, and every community can be enriched by what you bring to it. The sound of morning mass bells began to echo from the valley below. Fortunata held his gaze firmly. Our land, our Valledolmo, welcomes all who love and nurture it, regardless of their origins. We each contribute in our unique way, making our community stronger and more harmonious. Antonino's smile grew warmer, his eyes reflecting pride. Indeed, you possess your mother's wisdom, Fortunata. You remind me that our place in this community is earned by our deeds, our care, and our love for this land and its people. Our diverse backgrounds are not a barrier, but a bridge that connects us to others, enriching us all. As the bells tolled, a sense of understanding and resolution filled the room, strengthening their bond and reaffirming their commitment to one another and to their beloved Valledolmo. As dusk settled over Valledolmo, Fortunata made her way home under the fading glow of sunset. A chorus of nightbirds and cicadas accompanied her through the quiet streets that had cradled generations' hopes and dreams. She carried in her heart the memories and promise of days now past, walking confidently towards horizons yet unknown. Fortunata's coming of age amidst both daily routine and broader social change echoed Sicily's spirit, earthy wisdom braced by hope that there would be light to warm each new dawn. In a land that valued faith alongside fierce self-reliance, she walked tall with destiny hers to write, destiny to gently join with another soul destined for hers alone. Elsewhere, Angelo gazed out his window, surveying the land that held such bittersweet nostalgia. The rolling panorama reminded him of youthful trysts once set against memories of loss and faded dreams cruelly denied by the very ground below yielding such bounty. He longed for connection beyond his family's expectations, connection perhaps waiting somewhere unexpected across these patched hillsides under heaven's expanse. And unbeknownst to either, fate was soon arranging their first glimpse, that initial heart spark across crowds one sees but fleetingly, yet knows instantly it held rare promise linking both to all currently beyond grasp or dream. For in Sicily's fields, ringed by shimmering surf ceaselessly romantic yet relentlessly unforgiving, there blooms, even still, positive glimmerings signaling commencement, timeless commencement of that which defies abyss, defies mortal bounds by binding two souls as one. In the days leading up to the Festa di San Giuseppe, Fortunata found herself immersed in the flurry of preparations, her heart buoyed by the excitement and significance of the upcoming feast. It was a time when her family's kitchen became the heart of their home, pulsating with activity and redolent with the aromas of traditional Sicilian cooking. Her mother, Maria, led the culinary orchestra, assigning tasks with a gentle but firm hand. Fortunata, her sleeves rolled up, was in charge of preparing the pasta con la sarde, a dish she had learned to perfect under her mother's watchful eye. The kitchen was a symphony of chopping, stirring, and laughter, as her siblings, each contributing in their way, filled the room with an air of jovial collaboration. Fortunata's father, Antonino, a man of few words but deep affection for his family, was busy constructing an extra table to accommodate the Virgineddi. His skilled hands, usually occupied with the toils of the field, worked diligently, ensuring every join and surface was perfect. Fortunata watched him with a mix of admiration and love, understanding that each nail he hammered was a testament to his commitment to their family's traditions. In the evenings, as the family gathered around their modest dining table, Fortunata would share her plans for the feast. She spoke of the decorations she envisioned, inspired by the colors and textures of their beloved Valledolmo. Her younger siblings listened, their eyes wide with wonder, as she described how each element would come together to create a celebration that was a feast for the senses. Her eldest brother, Carmelo, always ready with a joke, would tease her about her grand plans, but his eyes shone with pride. Fortunata knew that beneath his playful exterior lay a deep respect for their traditions and an unspoken understanding of their importance to their family's identity. As the feast day approached, Fortunata felt a growing sense of pride and anticipation. She knew that the Festa di San Giuseppe was more than just a religious celebration. It was a day when the fabric of their family was woven tighter, infused with the love and care they put into every detail of the preparation. It was a tradition that had been passed down through generations, a tangible connection to their ancestors and a legacy that she was proud to uphold.
Thank you so much for listening to this Family Tree Saga. We know your time is precious. Please like, subscribe, and look for more at familytreesagas.com.